If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Mason Gilchrist and I cover everything Porsche, and today I want to highlight for you guys a very special 911 GT3 RS. It's a tribute to RS, one of only 150 that was ever produced, and it was only produced for the United States market, so you probably won't see these if you're in Europe, unless of course the car was imported back to Europe somewhere. First, as I like to start some of these videos, I like to talk a little bit about the history of the Carrera RS. So the reason that Porsche did this is they decided that they were going to bring back the livery for the 2.7 RS, which was originally introduced in 1972 as a 1973 model year. Originally, Porsche thought that they were only going to produce 500 total cars for the FIA homologation rules that they had back in the day, but Porsche ended up producing a lot more than 500. They ended up producing all the way up to 1,580 of these original 2.7 RSs, and about 200 of those were the sport model where it didn't have any chrome there on the rear bumpers. There's a lot of things that can kind of differentiate the two, but we're not going to be talking about that today. But this was Porsche's first kind of push into RS, or as Porsche likes to call it, Rennsport, or racing sport. It's virtually a race car for the street, and this is the very same thing we have here with this tribute to RS. So you're going to notice we've got these green wheels, we've got all the green livery. On the original car, there was a lot of different colors, but you could get it in Viper green. Now on this car from 2023, it's going to be in Python green, which is a newer variant of the Viper green originally. Now this car only has about 92 miles on it, and the car has an entire PPF film over the car. So to be honest, I've done a lot of walkarounds of this car, and I don't see any nicks or anything. This car is as it was delivered, brand new to the dealership, as it's hardly been driven. It's only been started up every periodically just to take the car around the block, have the front axle lift activated here and there, just to make sure everything is still working as it should. But of course, again, the car is virtually brand new. So let's highlight what makes this RS a little bit different than the rest of the 150. As we come here to the roof, you're going to notice this is a Weissach package car, but it's all painted. It's going to be there as well as here on the hood, which is very reminiscent of the car from 1973. You'll see that some of these cars have the carbon fiber W. That isn't very reminiscent of the original car. Part of the reason that this owner decided that he was going to make all those aspects painted. Another big option for me as being a Porsche aficionado is there's going to be no antenna on there, or as I like to call it, a wart. It just looks very clean, especially when you have a car that has a double bubble. Other aspects of the tribute is we're going to have that RS here on the end plates of the wing. A little bit different than how they originally launched the car in September of 2022. That car with Andreas Pointinger actually had this in white, opposed to now being here in black. That car also that was highlighted when Andreas launched this car originally had the standard wheels. This car has the magnesium wheels. Now, as we kind of work our way over here to the front, we'll just take a nice gander here because I want you guys to have full disclosure on this car. And you're going to notice as I'm sitting here looking at it, the car is showroom ready. And again, the entire car has a PPF on it. Another nice highlight is this car was originally delivered to the Porsche Experience Center in Los Angeles, and has the number on there, which is going to be 1141. So the owner got to take a like vehicle and really test the limits with that car. This car, for its entire life, has been babied and not driven hard at all, and has only gone on short little drives around the block. Now, some other things that you're going to notice here on these tribute to RS cars is they have this really cool carbon fiber door sill. It's going to say tribute to Carrera RS in that original script that they had from 1972, 1973 of those original 1,580 cars. And then here on the inside, you're going to see that there is Mamba green stitching. So again, that's a more current color that Porsche has introduced. as we work our way here to the back, again, you're going to notice that it has the PPF here that was originally from the factory and then has been PPF'd over it by Protective Film Solutions, which is here in Southern California. They are an incredible shop. They do a lot of very, very high-end cars, hence this car that we have sitting here in front of me. So along with all the options that you're going to find on this tribute to Carrera RS, this car has a pretty big list of additional options. So we had already briefly talked about the Visoc package. We have these under-door puddle light projectors. Of course, when you open the door, it's going to show Porsche down there. Again, another really big one that you're going to see on this car that you won't see on a lot of the other cars is this is all painted in body color, the roof as well as the hood. We have the front axle lift system, the extended range fuel tank, which is going to be 23.7 gallons. Of course, that's always huge. We have the ceramic brakes, or PCCBs, and they're going to be in that high gloss black. Those magnesium wheels, opposed to the aluminum wheels that the car was originally launched with Andreas Pointinger. We got the air vent slats and air vent slats in leather. So as we kind of go there to the inside, the surrounds and the air vent slats are all going to be in leather. Owner's manual in leather. We have the Bose surround sound system. Of course, that's key on a lot of Porsches. The deletion of the Sirius XM radio antenna, we already talked about that. We have the color selection for stitching in deviated color. Of course, that's already going to be part of that Mamba green that the car came with, all part of that tribute to Carrera RS. But it is highlighted on here. We have the LED matrix design headlights in black, including Porsche Dynamic Lighting System Plus. So, of course, this is Porsche's best headlight system for the 992.1 generation. Absolutely incredible system. Exclusive design taillights. So you're going to notice that there's going to be no red as part of this taillight. We have the auto-dimming mirrors with integrated rain sensor. We have the park assist there, which you're going to see there in the back. Then the car also has the preparation for Porsche dash cam front and rear. So that does give us the option to be able to put a dash cam, of course, on the front and the rear. May be a nice fail-safe, especially when you're driving this car. This is a very prized possession, so it may be nice to always watch out for everybody that you are driving around, whether it's in the front or the back. Now this car also comes with a lot of the memorabilia that the car originally came with. There's a set of 143rd models for the original 2.7 RS and this 992 GT3 RS. There's also some other models that the owner also is going to include with the sale of this vehicle. There's a set of magazines. We also have a car cover, really cool. It's special just for this tribute to RS, where we have the green wheels. I'll actually pop it up here on the screen so you guys can check it out. But all the really cool memorabilia that this car was originally launched with, including the watch, is all going to be part of this auction. So again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching this segment, and happy bidding, and I hope to see you guys in another Pcarwhisperer video.